Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike. Today we're going to be reviewing the Ultra Glaco from Soft 99. And this is an amazing product because of how inexpensive it is. The price on this, it's a 70 ml container and it comes in a little blister pack like this. This is between $20 and $25 from the places I've seen it online. So I wouldn't pay more than that, especially if you have an Amazon Prime subscription. $24.99 at the time of this recording. Now, the pictures that you see online, just going to warn you right now, the pictures that you see online show a bunch of this in Japanese on both sides. And then it'll say I have a number 6 here. This one happens to be all English with the number 12. The 6, I'm not sure what that means. Apparently, maybe they go bi-monthly. I don't know how they do it, because if you look on the back, there's a little chart and it'll say 12-month protection. And if you look on the website and everything, it does say 12-month protection for this product. So anyway, so we got the size again, 70 milliliter, 20 to 25 bucks, 12-month protection. Again, now when I ordered this online, it did show the Japanese, all the Japanese writing on here. But when I got it, it was this English version of the card. Now on the actual product though, everything is in Japanese here. So you are getting, I mean, this is not like it's it's not water. Somebody didn't just make this and add water to it. So you will get a different product than the picture that you may see online, or you might get a different packaging, I should say. Now what they say is that you can use this no wipers above 45 to 60 kph, which is approximately 28 to 37 miles per hour. Now in my application, it is on the higher end of that because my windshield has been, I guess, for lack of a better term, sandblasted over time from highway driving, or blasted with all that road grit and everything from other cars over the years from highway driving. If you have a newer car, newer windshield, you're probably gonna do a little bit better than I did, and you're probably gonna be closer to that maybe 30 miles an hour range, or 32, something like that. But anyway, what they say is that this has excellent visibility in all conditions, lasts for up to 1 year, and it's got Fuso technology. Now, what is Fuso? Fuso is just fluorine. Fluorine is a super slippery surface. They use it to make things like Teflon pans, as an example. So they're using fluorine as a part of the process, or one of the molecules in this product. Now what they say is that it repels, so with this technology, with this Fuso or fluorine technology, that it repels oil, water, ice, resists friction, and you'll see that through the hydrophobic properties, improves durability against wipers. So the wiper is going to slide or glide across the windshield more than it shouldn't stick or judder across the surface. And in my testing, that's true. And I don't see any of that, the haze that you normally see a lot of times with certain coatings with wipers. And sometimes the wiper will skip like this, you know, with certain coatings. You'll see it kind of judder across the surface. I have not noticed that with the Ultra Glaco here. And what they say is also that it helps repel traffic film, even dust, and water spots. So, and I've noticed so far that seems to be the case. Now, what they say is the directions that they give, and I'll show you here in a minute, and you'll see in the application portion of this in a minute here, is you just unscrew the top here and you have this fiber disc. You just take this and just apply. You can do straight lines like this. You can go side to side or in little circles. I kind of did it in a couple different directions. It really doesn't matter. I haven't noticed any difference. So you apply it like that. And then they immediately say, okay, so after 5 to 10 minutes, or when the white haze appears, you just buff it off. I will say, look for that white haze to appear. As soon as that white haze appears, buff it. If you wait too long, it's going to be harder to remove. I know from experience, I've tested this. So as soon as that white haze appears, buff it off. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't provide the hydrophobics that you think it should, just reapply it. Super simple, guys. So anyway, and then the other reason why I say buff it off immediately is because this can, it appears, leave a high spot. So for example, on my window here that I did, that you're gonna see the application process in a minute, what I did was I let it, once the haze appeared, I kind of explained that on the video, and then it took me another couple minutes to buff it all off. And you can't see anything on the glass. You can't tell any difference in the hydrophobics. However, from the inside, if the light hits it in a certain direction, direct bright sunlight, like for example we have today, I noticed that it appears that there's some spots, and it looks like a dirty part of the window on the inside. However, if I take a towel or anything and I try and get that off, it doesn't come off, which leads me to believe that it was actually just a high spot on the outside of the windshield that maybe because I took too long to buff off, that maybe it just left that little bit and it's showing up under direct sun. So much like you'd see a high spot in paint under direct sunlight and at a certain angle, you may see that with this product if you wait too long to buff it off. So just a word of warning for anybody who watches this video and who wants to try this out. That said, it is super easy to apply. You just clean your glass and just, I mean, it's almost like a roll-on. You just apply it. You don't need a separate applicator or anything like that. You're not sitting there. You don't, in fact, I put a glove on because I was gonna buff it, but as you can see with this, it's got a little handle on here. So you might not even wanna wear gloves. I mean, I wouldn't touch it to your skin. If you're gonna get anything around your skin, make sure you wear gloves, guys, just to be safe. So having said all that, let's get to the application video here. And again, give me a like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know, are there any other glass coatings that you want to try? On my car right now, I am doing two different ones, a graphene, the Ultra Glaco here, and just a bare piece of glass. And we're going to test real world durability on this for hopefully 12 months, just to see how long we actually last. So anyway, let's get over to the application process. We have our Ultra Glaco here, 12-month, long life, ultra tough rain repellent, and we are going to apply it now on the middle of the windshield. We have our ethos here. We're going to apply this here, and then we're going to find another easy coating that we want to apply on the other side there. We'll do another test with some harder to apply coatings, but anyway, so if you didn't see in my ethos video, I prepped the glass and everything, but today I went through and I just double cleaned, or I double checked. I cleaned with this Yarnagloss glass. I got this on sale at the rag company and I wanted to test it out. So I cleaned with this and it worked pretty darn good. So anyway, there's that. And with this, what they do say, you apply it, we have to shake this really good here, but you apply it in circles around on the glass there, and then you wait 5 to 10 minutes or until white haze appears, and then you just buff it off, and it's that simple. Then you just let it sit for 12 hours before you get it wet. So seems simple enough. We're gonna give it a try. All right, everybody, we have our Ultra Glaco here, and you shake it really good. The instructions say to shake it really good, so I did that a bunch. And this has a twist cap, but it doesn't have an O-ring seal or anything, so I'm not sure how long this is going to last. If you know, once you start getting liquid on the pad here, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but basically you turn it upside down and you squeeze the thing a little bit and you could see liquid start to come out. And then we just apply, I'm gonna go along the tape line here. I don't wanna touch the tape right now, but I'm gonna go along the tape line as close as I can get reasonably here. And then I'm just going to small circles. And I don't want it, they say don't get it on paint, so I'm not getting it on paint. And what you could see right away is that it starts actually disappearing, even though you're getting it on here. It's like it's soaking into the glass or drying up. I don't see a haze. But But this is super simple. I mean, I'm basically just applying in a circle. And once that pad was wet, I mean, it's super easy to go through here. And in fact, we can even go like this. In fact, what I'll do is on the top here, I'm just gonna go back and forth like this rather than the circles, and we will see if that makes a difference. All right, so here, and I'm just gonna get along the tape line. Circles. And straight motion. And they do say, make sure you apply to a dry surface, because they say that damage can occur if the surface is wet, and don't get it on paint. So maybe we'll get a junkyard test subject at some point, and we'll see what happens if you try and apply it to a wet surface. But anyway, let's hit the back of the car now. All right, we're shaking it up a little bit more just to make sure. Taking the cap off, and we're just gonna box in now. And again, on the top of the window here, we'll just do straight lines to see if there is a difference. You just never know. Now, it is very humid outside right now. It's early in the morning. I think it's maybe 7:30 in the morning. Very humid. All right, and we're gonna box in on the other side on the tape line. And just like that, we are done with the application. Again, the Ultra Glaco. It's been roughly 6 minutes, and I see they tell you to look for hazing. And I do see that the surface is hazed up. I applied a little bit more, a little bit extra, and there's beads, but even the beads are hazing. So what we're gonna try and do is see just how this comes off. And it appears that I'm able to buff it off. It's not complete liquid. It's buffing off relatively easy, I guess. And again, trying not to get it on the paint. And because there were some beads, they are smearing around a little bit, so we'll probably flip this over. In fact, down here a little bit, it's getting a little bit harder to buff, so let's flip this over. Yeah, I think we're good here on the wipe off, because it's harder to buff on the bottom than it was on the top there. And I did apply it thicker on the bottom. Now the buff off here, I could definitely say is not nearly as easy as the graphene. The surface to me doesn't feel as slick as on the graphene side. But let's get another towel. So I just want to make sure I got my other buff towel, my Quadrant Wipe Plush, and I just want to make sure that we remove all residue from the surface. And just like that, we should be good. So let's do the back. All right, we have the same thing here. I see it's all hazed up, so let's get going with our buff. Now the back here it feels easier to me than the front to buff anyway. Although the more I buff, the glass is again not nearly as slick as it was on the graphene side. And I'm just gonna make sure that I get along the tape line over on this side here and across the top. And just like that, we are buffed, and we're just gonna follow up with the plush towel here just to make sure that we've removed all the haze. off the surface. All right, so you saw the application process. Now it's been a few days, it's been drying, but we finally had some rain here overnight. And we haven't had any dew to show you like I did on the Ethos, but as you can see, the water behavior from the rain on the Ethos side there, you know, you could see that. You could see the Ultra Glaco in the middle. And then where there was no protection, there's actually just water kind of sitting there, a little bit more sheeted off. But we have our Ego blower here, just so that you can get an idea of what the surface looks like if we apply a little bit of air to it. So in fact, we're going to start here, so you could see. In fact, let's do that so you can hear me. But you can see the water doesn't really move, but if I move over to the Glaco side, you could see a lot more movement, and then it beads up and it kind of just rolls right off the glass. And then if we move to the Ethos side, it does move more. So the Glaco is not quite as hydrophobic, but now if I apply a little bit more air, you're going to see a big difference between the Ultra Glaco here and the normal glass. That's kind of the first test, or first review, or first look, I guess you could say, after. But you could see it does bead up. There is more visibility, I can honestly say, with the little beads versus that kind of stuff right there. There is definitely more visibility. And I'm working on a real world test right now, and you'll see that in an upcoming video. But anyway, if you want to try some yourself, there is a link below. It wasn't nearly as super slick to me feeling as I would have hoped for a coating that went on, but we'll test it and we'll make sure that, you know, we give it a fair shake. Now I will say, in the video that I just shot, or that I did shoot, because I've been working on that, in the video I did say that I hit it with the glass cleaner. I did, and then I followed it up with the Ethos Detox. So I just didn't show that on the video. I just wanted to point that out. But anyway, there you have it. That is the Ultra Glaco sitting on the surface there. I know that a lot of people talk this stuff up, but in my experience so far, there might be something better on something better on the market. But I just wanted to show you guys, because, you know, you can make up your own mind for this. So anyway, thanks for watching. Give me a like, give me a shout out below, and I have a little giveaway going. I'm on my road to 250. If you're watching this before I hit 250 subscribers, I have a little giveaway going, so check that out. It's linked below. And anyway, guys, give me a like, give me a comment, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Bye.